so much speculations and rumors about the health of Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired, the president of Nigeria, and of course, Abba Kyari, the chief of staff, who has tested positive for COVID-19, coronavirus. People are also wondering if Maman Daura and the rest of the cabals that are oftentimes seen with Buhari and Abba Kyari would somehow have gotten infected too. Now, there is supposed a form of transparency that is supposed to be on at this moment that we are in, but unfortunately, things are not the way it is. In fact, some are actually saying Buhari has been flown down to the United Kingdom. They came up with a video. We don't know how true that video is. Premium Times have not been able to confirm the authenticity of that video. Maman Daura's in-law, Abdullahi Mokhtar, is one of the 3 Abba Kyari staff infected with coronavirus, COVID-19. It was also gathered that the presidency had been hiding the fact from the public in order to avoid Mokhtar from being stigmatized and persons he had been in contact with in recent days to actually panic them. I think it would be right if such information are given out. So what about Abba Kyari if they are keeping this information secret? Abdullahi Mokhtar, an in-law to Maman Daura, is one of the 3 staff of President Buhari's chief of staff, COS Abba Kyari, that tested positive for coronavirus, according to Sahara reporters. These people got in contact with Abba Kyari, and of course, he transferred the virus to them, just like how they transferred the wealth of the nations to each other. It was also gathered that the presidency had been hiding the fact from the public in order to avoid him being stigmatized. I wouldn't know who is actually going to be, who's, well, stigmatized or not, everyone knows, like I said, that they would definitely transfer this amongst themselves, as this virus is systemic. It has a way that it actually contacts people. Of course, you know what that means. That's through contact. Daura is a nephew to Buhari and is one of the most influential members of the AS0 Villa cabals. He is actually said to be the cousin relative of Buhari. Buhari is from Daura in Katsina State, and this man, Daura and the rest of them all live in AS0 at the expense of the taxpayers. Some have argued over time that there is no problem with the family members of the president, but we think that should be the immediate families and certain family members, probably his father, his mom, and the rest of probably certain relatives can actually live with the president, based on the pattern. They have a constitution and what they have already written about that. So if you want to go get information about that, you can go in there. But I do not think that there is any country in the world where they will allow just every relative from your extended, everybody come into AS0 to live in AS0, and the nation is actually feeding and housing them and doing just everything. Probably they also get certain allocations, being that they are members of AS0 Villa. Now, recall that President Muhammadu Buhari Aisha had in December 2019 accused Daura of using presidential spokesperson Garba Shehu against the first family. Also recall that Sahara reporters had on Monday exclusively reported that Abba Kyari was gravely ill and in fact contracted the virus. So if we put all of this together, you see that there are certain secret package that is actually ongoing at AS0 at the moment. The next day, on Tuesday, Sahara reporters also broke the story of 3 Abba Kyari staff testing positive for the deadly virus. On Saturday, it was discovered that Mokhtar, who was assigned to Abba Kyari by Daura, is one of the 3 persons infected by Buhari's chief of staff, and probably even more people might have been infected. Mokhtar is a special assistant to Kyari, Abba Kyari, who was assigned to him. Of course, we use the word assign. It's just a family thing anyway. On Friday, top foreign diplomats in Nigeria had warned that coronavirus cases in the country could rise to over 10,000 in the coming weeks, especially because at least 5,000 persons might have come in contact with any of those people. So they are actually looking at this, and estimates are all there. Although at the moment, we've not gotten the numbers of people that have been infected have not risen up to this number, but people are still expecting this to spread. And this will definitely spread if you don't take precautions and you do not obey the social distance law that has been brought by the World Health Organization, and you do not sanitize, and you do not, lock down yourself, in which some people use the term self-isolate. But then, simply put, if you don't have the symptoms, you don't have the infection at the moment, you should put yourself on lockdown. But how will you be able to do this if the only means of your income is probably your small stall somewhere and stuff? So these are challenges that a lot of people are looking at. If people are even talking about rumors here and there, if the presidency is going to release a certain amount of money, just like how it's done in the United States of America, as a form of support to the people if they are not working, when they are not working, to stay at home. They say civil servants will be paid. That is the information that is out there. But we don't know about private citizens, what is going to happen. That's because the government does not relate, there's no kind of connection with the government, the federal government, and private companies where people work. There should be a kind of connection between both. I think the only thing the government does is just take tax. That's what they do. They take tax away, off from them, and that's all. Nothing more. They don't do nothing else. Again, they don't even mind probably the salaries. Of course, there is a salary scale. I understand that, but I believe that the government should be able to come up with a specific amount. The company comes up with a certain amount of money, and the government also supports. And rather than them putting all the money in and claiming that they are trying to pay off half of the money for petrol price and all of that, they can actually support private companies at the moment to be able to pay staffs that are not working. And now let us look at people that are not even working for anybody. They work private. Maybe now the government wants to see that you pay your tax. So these are important. So this is how structures, this is how things are supposed to work. This is how systems work. I think by using the BVN, the federal government can be able to pay people and support people at the moment that we are in now. So Western countries are already evacuating their citizens from Nigeria. Recently, an aircraft from Netherlands, I think, or Dutch, actually landed in Nigeria, and it's just there to pick up their people. Nobody wants to die in someone else's country, and moreover, they just want to travel. Particularly if they don't have the virus presently, they would rather prefer to be in their country with their families together, and they stay in their home. So countries are already evacuating their citizens from Nigeria as a result of the continued spread of the virus. Although the number of people that have infected as at now is not as much as what you find in Europe or in the United States of America or Australia. They have huge number of coronavirus infection. So far, the Nigerian Center for Disease Control has tested less than 200 persons in the country, far lower than the number of persons with suspected symptoms of the pandemic, according to experts. At the moment, Nigeria has at least 97 confirmed cases of coronavirus and one recorded death. And that one is a man that actually had some health issues, terminal disease. He had cancer, and he came back to Nigeria probably to just rest. And he passed on. But right now, nobody has passed on. And they've also reported about 10 people or thereabout. There's 6 coronavirus patients, they said, 1 day ago, recovered in Lagos State. But they claim that about 4,370 people that actually came from Europe, came from abroad somewhere. Most of them, they claim that they gave fake addresses and phone number, and till date they've not been contacted. So imagine if they have the virus, they might be spreading this around. I wouldn't know why people would do such anyway. If you're coming back and they're asking for your details, I think you should give your details so that they can actually come check you up and see if you have the virus. But many of them are not giving their true details. So the government said 4,370 people are AWOL. They are out of circulation. We don't know where they are in. Well, why would that happen if people actually look at the president and they claim that the president did not address the people at the right time, and also they claim that the president was trying to practice how to pronounce COVID-19, in which he called COVID-19 virus. Well, it's a strange world that we live in anyway. So that is what it is for now. If you're not a member of this channel, let's grow together by you tapping on the subscription button. It's just there, and the red subscription button, and also the bell icon is very important. Just give it a tap. This will alert you whenever videos are uploaded. And if you're already a member of this channel, I say a very big thank you for the support so far. Thanks for stopping by.